We return now to our top story. The Department of Justice has indicted President Trump's former national security advisor, John Bolton. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn has the details.
He's highly respected by
John Bolton was once in President Trump's inner circle as U.S. National Security Advisor. In a Maryland courtroom, a grand jury indicted him in a federal investigation into the potential mishandling of classified information. The 26-page indictment charges Bolton with 18 criminal counts, alleging the transmission of national defense information and retention of national defense information.
Classified documents are classified documents. His defense attorney has said, look, these documents date back to 20 years, and, most of these were approved.
The Justice Department's investigation picked up steam in August when the FBI searched Bolton's home in Bethesda, Maryland, as well as his office in D.C. Unsealed court papers showed agents found classified records and confidential documents. They removed phones, hard drives, and computers as part of the search. At the time, President Trump denied knowing about the raid, but questioned Bolton's intelligence.
He's not a smart guy, but he could be a very unpatriotic guy. I mean, we're going to find out.
Bolton served in the first Trump administration for less than a year and a half. His book about the experience angered the White House, and the administration tried to stop the publication, claiming it contained classified information. The matter was investigated and later dropped during the Biden administration, though a federal judge noted Bolton had, quote, gambled with the national security of the United States. Bolton denies any wrongdoing. His indictment is the third in less than a month, targeting one of the president's critics. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And CBS News legal contributor Caroline Polisi joins us now. Caroline, very good to see you. So this case deals with the handling of classified material. What would prosecutors need to prove to a jury to get a conviction here?
Yeah, just first off, Nancy, these are really serious charges, I would note. Although we're sort of thinking about him in terms of this bucket of these three foes of President Trump that have been indicted in really just 3 weeks. This could be a different case we're talking about here. The indictment is quite fulsome, and it lays out, as was noted by Bradley there, 18 violations of the Espionage Act for both retention and transmission of classified information. And basically, it tells the story of John Bolton since 2018, transmitting these daily diary entries and transcribing his written notes of classified information and turning them over to what's being reported as his wife and daughter, in this group chat over AOL. And so what the government will need to prove in these types of cases is that these types of retention and transmission were knowing and willful. Remember, we've heard about unlawful retention of classified information from President Biden, from Vice President Trump, Trump obviously himself was indicted on just such charges. But the issue really is the intention. And what's going to be really hard here for John Bolton to argue is that he didn't know that using or handling this type of information in this manner was not legal. He has spent a lifetime in national security, and there's a whole section in the indictment about speaking publicly about how important it is to handle classified information in the proper way.
And Caroline, we just got a statement moments ago from John Bolton saying here, I look forward to the fight to defend my lawful conduct and to expose his abuse of power. The Department of Justice, though, has also charged President Trump's rivals, James Comey and Letitia James. Could Bolton's team here claim that perhaps there's a pattern and use that in their defense?
Definitely, it sounds like, according to that statement, it sounds like he will invoke some sort of selective and or vindictive prosecution defense. Those defenses, I would say, are much stronger in the Tish James and James Comey indictments. One, because they were the subject of that, what was supposed to be a personal DM to Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, saying go after these people, but also that several career prosecutors resigned in that district. Those the Eastern District of Virginia, where those indictments came down. And Trump installed one of his personal attorneys previously that was working at the White House in that district to indict. Here, it's a little bit of a different story. We have a career prosecutor here bringing these charges, bringing this indictment. It's been a years-long investigation. It was going on in the Biden administration. And you have a really fulsome indictment laying out the specific documents and the charges. So I think there's more teeth here, but certainly he will make that argument that is selective and vindictive prosecution. Certainly he has been on Trump's hit list since he left that first stint in his first administration.
Caroline Polisi, thank you very much.